Good day, friends. In the last video, we learned the difference between an inertial frame of reference and a non-inertial frame of reference. Today, we are going to have some ideas about pseudo force. Pseudo force has a few other names like a non-Newtonian force, fictitious force, inertial force. Put yourself comfortably seated in the corner of an inertial frame of reference. Let your friend be the driver of a non-inertial frame of reference which is having an acceleration a vector to the right. Let there be an object of mass m. Whether this object has an acceleration or not, for the time being, let us assume that it has no acceleration related to this inertial frame of reference. However, to your friend, this object will appear to have an acceleration a dashed vector to the left, and a dashed vector will be equal to negative acceleration of the non-inertial frame of reference. Then your friend will think that there must be some force exerted on this object directed to the left, and this force will be equal to F vector is equal to mass of the object multiplied by the acceleration of the object, and this is so according to Newton's second law of motion, is equal to mass into or mass multiplied by minus a vector is equal to minus m multiplied by a vector, and this very force is known as pseudo force exerted on this object. But your friend is very adamant and wants to realize this pseudo force. He then ties a string between this object and a spring balance which is rigidly fixed to his seat, and I've already said that he is the driver of this non-inertial frame of reference which is having an acceleration a vector to the right. Then he observes that the string becomes taut and there is a reading in a spring balance indicating that there is a tension T in the string. He gets surprised to see that there is a force exerted on this object in the form of the tension in the string. Still, this object has no acceleration relative to himself or relative to this non-inertial frame of reference. Then he realizes that there must be some force exerted on this object directed to the left, and this force is equal to the tension in the string in magnitude, and this very force is the pseudo force. I think the idea of pseudo force is quite clear. In the next videos, we'll learn to apply pseudo force in different physics problems. Thank you.